Okay, so in today's class we are going to discuss about Cucumber tax concept. Okay, let me share this link. So this is the best website for to learn Cucumber framework and everything. So let's go to this Cucumber tax concept. Right, Cucumber tax concept. Okay, let's see what is a Cucumber tax. Okay, so you have automated some list of scenarios. So this is nothing but so you have automated login. You have automated a scenario as add nationality, add skills, add customer, modify customer. So like that, these all are some different test cases. So you have automated some set of driver instructions and you have implemented a separate feature file for every feature. And and each feature file is might belongs to some groups. So the one feature file is belongs to smoke test group, one feature file might belongs to some regression test group, and one test belongs to end-to-end test group. So like that, every test case belongs to some test case. Okay, so and during the execution, I want to execute only smoke test related group of test cases. And during the execution, I want to execute only regression test related test cases. I want to execute a combination of whichever is smoke test and regression test, those combination of test cases. So so each test might belongs to more than one group also, or some test, any test case belongs to some group, it belongs to some group name. Okay, so how to segregate, how to specify, and the test is belongs to so and so group. Okay, so let's go to that topic. First, let me start from features file. One second. Okay, let me start from feature file, Cucumber tags. See, here a feature file can contain so many scenarios. It's not like that I have to write only one scenario. Okay, you can write n number of scenarios. So here I'm writing. So this is so this is the object of this one is e-commerce application. So this is one scenario and this is one scenario. So like that, in a feature file we can write n number of scenarios. Okay, right. And each feature, so if you want to specify, if you want to specify, just a minute. So if you want to specify so and so feature file scenario is belongs to so and so group, just you need to define like this. So you can write group name whatever you want. Okay. So I have written this test is, this feature is belongs to smoke test and regression test. And so like that I have specified. So some feature file I haven't specified any of the group. Okay. So like that I have developed my test cases here. Okay, so like that my behavior. So let's see the implementation part in the step definitions.java file. So let's go to the step definitions and check all keywords.java, not this one. One second. So let's check what is the package name that I am using. So in testrunner.java, my package name is step definitions. So here I have written run all features.java. So here my code name is, one second. Okay, I haven't written any of the test implementation steps. Okay, one second. I have to write somewhere. Oh, one second. Why this was not there? Add to product before and after scenario. Run all features, all keywords. Step definitions. One second. Okay, one second. Why? Okay, I have not implemented any steps. Okay, in my I haven't implemented my any of the steps. Okay, just I have written my all the features for all the scenarios here. Unsuccessful login, add to product bag. So like that I have written. So if I will run this one, let me run my all free. So where it is mentioned, somewhere it has to mention. Sorry, in testrunner.java. So step definitions.java file. It has to go to all features, run all features.java, not this one. Okay, let me run my testrunner.java. What will happen, we'll see. See here, I have mentioned tax is equal to at the rate smoke test. Okay, at the rate. Okay, I have mentioned at the rate smoke test. Okay, let's go to here. Okay, so here, what are the tests has been executed? Um, so successful login. Okay, at the rate regression test. So whichever feature is belongs to at the rate smoke test. So that means those are the scenarios are executing. Okay, so that's what we understood. Suppose if you want to execute a specific group of test cases, just you can specify in the tag section so that those group of test cases will be executed. Suppose now let's go to here. See here, execute all tests tagged as at the rate smoke test or at the rate regression test. If you want to specify like that, okay, tags that are comma separated are. So here you can specify the smoke test and regression test like this. In the tag section, you have to specify like this at the rate smoke test, comma at the rate regression test. So if the scenario is in this group of then it will be executed. Okay. So if you want to specify the R condition, you have to specify comma, or if you want to specify and condition, you have to write like this. So whichever feature file is belongs to smoke test and regression test, so those group of features files will be executed. So in the interview, people will ask, I have 100 feature files are there. I want to execute 10 to 20 feature files. What is your approach? So you have to tell for those 20 group of test cases, I will give some group name, and in the tag section, I can specify that group so that it will be executed. That's it. Okay. So you have to understand the difference between R condition and condition. So that's it. So now let's go to the next point. Here I'm writing at the rate. Suppose if I will write at the rate functional test. So let's go to the first one. At the rate functional test, it has been written tax is equal to at the rate functional test. Functional test means so these all feature, every feature file will comes under functional test. So which means all the functional test, everything, all the features files will be executed. Okay, there is no restriction. So all the features files will be executed if you specify as at the rate functional test. Okay, and so if you are specifying end to end, only end to end will be executed. Okay, if you are specifying only at the rate smoke test, only smoke test will be executed. Okay, right, now we understood. Now let's go to the next point. Right. So now we understood the difference between and or so this is an and operator. So now let's go to the next point. Here I'm writing at the rate functional test. That means all the functional test cases has to execute. And here I'm mentioning tilde symbol. Okay, before at the rate I'm writing some tilde symbol, which means exclude the smoke test cases. Okay, exclude the smoke test cases and execute all remaining functional test cases. That is the meaning. And now let's go to the next point. So here I am mentioning exclude the smoke test and exclude the regression test and exclude the end-to-end. So remaining tests which are not belongs to execute all tests which are not all tagged in the all features. So that is the meaning. Okay. So here I want to execute functional tests which are not belongs to which are not in these features files. So it should not belongs to end-to-end regression and smoke test. So that means which are not tagged at all in the single feature file. So so wherever the tilde symbol is there, those will be excluded and remaining functional test cases will be executed. So that's it on the tag section. Okay. So the tag section will be used to execute. Okay. So the tag section will be used to execute some group of feature files. That's it only. Now let's go to the next point. And I want to tell you, okay, next, okay, that's it on the Cucumber tags concept. Okay. Now let's go to the Cucumber hooks concept. This is my feature file. Okay. What is an hooks we will see. Okay. This is a feature file which contains a scenario as given. This is the first step and this is the second step and this is the last step. Okay. So like that, there is some steps I have written. So let's go to the step definitions. Hooks steps.java I have written. So this is the first step and this is the second step and this is the third step. So in each line I have implemented corresponding print statement. Okay. So whenever I will execute my testrunner.java, whenever I will execute my testrunner.java, what will happen? So it will execute all these your steps will be executed. And prior to execution of your feature file, you want to execute some snippet of code globally. Prior, there are 5 feature files are there. Prior to every scenario, you want to execute some piece of code globally. So such things we can write in hooks.java. So here I am writing hook public class hooks and I have written at the rate before and I have written at the rate after. So this will run before the scenario. This will run after the scenario. Okay. So these things we can call it as a hooks. Hooks means it is a snippet of code. It will be executed before and after scenario. Okay. So now let's run my testrunner.java. So see, these are the steps executed and that snippet of code is executed before the scenario and that snippet of code is executed after the scenario. Okay. So these things we can call it as a hooks concept. Okay. Now let's go to the hooks concept documentation here. So what are, okay. Hooks means generally in Selenium in TestNG framework, we will write to launching of the browser. What we are doing, we are writing in the at the rate before test, and in the at the rate after test, we are doing close the browser. So that is the actions that we are doing. So such things prerequisite which is required for all the test cases. Such things we can write in the at the rate before and at the rate after. So before every scenario, launching of browser is common. So such things we can write in at the rate before and Cucumber hooks. Generally, people won't use Cucumber hooks concept, but if you want to know this scenario, just I'm telling that's it. Okay. So starting the web browser, setting up the database connections, setting the test data. So prior to test data, so and so input data is required. So such global code that I want to read from the so and so Excel. So something like that. Setting of browser cookies, and navigate to certain page, or so something like this. Kill the browser, closing the database connection, clear the test data. So these are the examples that we will do in the at the rate before and at the rate after scenario. So that's it on the Cucumber hooks concept. So these are the simple concepts. Okay, so we have completed almost all topics in Cucumber. We have left the final project as Cucumber project 1. Okay, this is the most important project. Okay, this is the final project in Cucumber. Okay, as we all know, what is a page object model approach? Okay, what is a page object model approach? For every web page, we will write a separate Java file and corresponding methods we have implemented. So login page contains login.java and home page contains homepage.java. In the homepage.java, generally we will do logout. So the logout method will be implemented in homepage, and login method will be implemented in login page.java. So nationalities, add nationalities. So for nationality space, we will write nationalities.java. So which contains add nationality, modify nationality. So those set of methods we have implemented. So that's what we discussed in page object model. Okay, now let's see how to use that page object model concept in Cucumber framework. Okay, so let's start from the features file. So user launch Chrome browser. So first try, let's understand. Okay, one second. Okay, now let's understand. So I want to tell you one more thing. In feature file, we can write multiple scenarios. That just now I told you. So I have written two scenarios. Okay, let me explain the first scenario. And what is this background section? This is the background key section. It will execute for every scenario before the scenario. So that means this background section is a common reusable steps for a scenario. So whenever this scenario is executing, first these keywords will be executed. And whenever this scenario is executing, and this is the background set of keywords will be executed. So like that, background key is a common reusable steps. It will be executed before the scenario. Okay, right. So here I have written user launch Chrome browser and user opens this URL. So these are the two common reusable steps is required. So these are the two common reusable steps is required, this scenario and this scenario. Okay, now let's go to the first one, user launch Chrome browser. Okay, let me check this one in step definitions.java. So I can write my implementation in any of the Java file in my step definitions. So for login, I'm writing login steps.java. Okay, let's go to this implementation. So Control F and Control V. So user launch Chrome browser. So set of driver instructions I'm writing in this one. And next point, user open URL. User opens URL. So let's go to here, Control F, Control V, users open URL. So nowadays in Cucumber framework, previously we have seen some question mark and slash, something like that. But in the latest Cucumber framework, just you can specify the string parameter like this, so that it can able to read input value directly from the feature file. Hello, please go on mute. Somebody is making noise. Hello, Vijay. So user launch Chrome browser. Okay. That means every keyword has been implemented in my step definition and user opens URL. So this is the URL I'm reading from feature file directly just by specifying at the rest. So the previous syntax is very difficult. So that it was simplified in the latest Cucumber framework. Okay. Now let's see next point. User enter username as admin and password as admin and admin123. So now let's go to this point. So that keyword has been implemented. So all the related login steps has been implemented like this at the rate string and strings like that. So okay, now so corresponding step definitions has been implemented, login steps. Okay, now let's go to the next point. So Okay. So now corresponding steps. So each and every keyword has been implemented in login steps.java. So it will look into, so login related operations, it will be executed from login steps.java. So as per the page object model, I have to write set of driver instructions. Now let's go to the login page.java. Okay. So here what I am doing, so in the login steps.java, so user launch Chrome browser, driver is equal to get driver, so browser will be launched, and here user opens URL, so user is opening URL. So one second, users open URL. Okay, now let's, where is that one? So users open URL, so it's go to the login page. Okay, user opens URL, so that value it is coming here, string URL. And in the real time, all people will write the code in the try catch block, so like this. So in the try catch block, people will write all the code in the try catch block. So driver dot get URL, so that application URL will be launched. Okay, after that, what I am writing, user enter username as this one. So now let's go to this login page. So here for the login page, I have written login page.java. So I am importing my login page. So first of all, page objects dot login page. So page objects dot, so whichever page is required, I am importing. So for that login page, I'm declaring as globally here, public login page LP, public home page HP. So whichever objects is required, I'm creating the, for every page, I'm creating the object like this. So LP is equal to, where I'm writing, one second. LP is equal to new login page of driver. So by using new keyword, we are creating the LP object. So, and the driver object I'm passing to login page. And LP dot set username, LP dot set password. So generally we will write LP dot login method. Okay. So we no need to write for every field. We no need to write separate methods. So if you'll go to here, so here the login page has been written like this, public class login page, and page factory model we have discussed already. So this is the thing we have written, and all the at the rate find by annotation tags I have written. And set username, set password, don't write multiple methods for every field. So just you can write public void set username and password, and login button. So write a simple method as login method, username dot send keys, use a password dot send keys, and login button dot clicks. All these three things you can write in a single method, so that you no need to call multiple times. So just you can call lp dot login method comma uname comma password. You can pass that input values, so that it will be executed. So like that your login method is executing. Okay, so let me repeat the point. So so for login page, we have written login steps, and we are calling login object, login page object. So in the login page, what is the code has been written, we will see. So the login page object I am creating, LP is equal to new login page of driver, and LP dot login method, it contains set username, set password, and all these values. So if you see this my login page, public class login page, I have written like this. So all the set of login steps related part, it is executing each and every keyword implementation, it is executing from the corresponding page. So similarly for click on logout button. Okay, now let's go to, so this click on logout button has been implemented in logout page. Okay, in a home page means click on, okay, login page too, sorry. Sorry, I'm seeing some different. So control F, control V. So click on logout. So anyway, so this is the one. So this is the click on logout. One second. This is home page, right? So first I need to check in the step definitions. So let's go to the logout and click on logout. So that is the step has been implemented, and I am calling home page object because the logout method has been implemented in home page. So for the home page, I am importing page objects dot home page, and I'm declaring my home page object globally because I want to access this home page object in all the methods. and home page HP is equal to new home page of driver, so that driver will be passed to the home page and it is ready to execute set of driver instructions in the home page. And HP dot click logout. So when I'm clicking on this logout, so it will go to this home page, and anyway this set of driver instructions already executed the required web elements. All these web elements will be verified on the home page. And click logout, so driver dot implicit wait I have written welcome dot click and logout dot click. So here I have written explicit wait condition, so like that your code is executing. So every step has been implemented in corresponding logout page, and I am calling the required page from the page objects. So I'm passing the driver to home page and I'm calling the required methods there. So like that I'm executing. Okay. So in every, so the so one second. So user launch Chrome browser. Okay, let me start from here how the browser is starting. Control F, Control V, user launch home browser. So here I'm writing driver is equal to get driver. So generally we are writing driver is equal to test browser dot open Chrome browser. So similarly the driver method is returning in the open Chrome browser. Similarly the method is returning from here. So get driver method. So the get driver method. So here I have written, instead of open Chrome browser, I have written a method like this, and set of driver instructions I have written driver dot manage dot window dot maximize, and I'm finally returning the driver. So this is the one. So just so no need to worry about this if conditions. If you want, you can remove these if conditions also. And so is driver launched? Just I want to know my browser has been launched or not. Just I'm maintaining the some string variable into this one. And the return driver, so this is the driver it is returning. So that like that your browser has been launched and it is launching, and after that application URL is launching, click on application URL, browser is launching, like that. Okay, so let me run my program now. So here two test cases will be executed: login with invalid credentials and login with valid credentials. Okay, so if it is error message should be displayed invalid credentials and close browser. So that is the expectation. So simply every step has been implemented in the step definitions.java file. In the step definitions.java file, I'm calling the required page. Okay, just I'm importing the page and I'm calling the required page. One second. Testrunner.java. Okay. Understood. Session not created exception. It is coming. Here I'm using drivers.exe file. Okay. In the projects itself, you can maintain the Chrome driver.exe. I'm deleting everything now. Okay, let me copy my Chrome driver.exe. So this Chrome driver.exe, how I am getting? So let me go to my base in page objects. So the login page. So the get driver method. Where is that get driver method? So here I have written login extends base driver. So I'm going to base driver class. So this is the base driver class I have written. So where is that base driver? Okay, see this one. So launching of the browser I have written in the base driver.java, just like common utils.java. So here I have written. So I am mentioning my directory under user directory drivers folder, my chrome driver.exe is located. Okay, so under my user directory, so in the current project, if you want to maintain the drivers also in the current system, so you need to write like this: system.get property user directory. So under user directory there is a drivers folder. Under drivers folder I am referring my chrome driver.exe. Okay, the old one is the old one, so that's why it's not working. So if I will run my testrunner.java, it will execute now. So it is a bit complicated, looks like. Okay, just go through this part and try to understand at least one or two times. So it is executing for the second scenario for invalid credentials. So like that, your feature file has been executed. So successful with login page, login with invalid credentials. Both the scenarios, expected result is working fine. So like that, your features file has been executed. Okay. So yeah, that's it. That's it on the page object model. So in today's class, we have completed all the Cucumber project related stuff. Okay. So this is the main project, Cucumber project 1. So in your project folder structure, you can start analyzing from here. So you can copy and try to understand the technical flow, how it has been implemented. Copy and check it in the step definitions. Go to immediately step definitions. So check in the login steps. So how the flow is going. Okay. So in the step definitions, so it is going to execute from here. So the driver is launching. Okay. The driver is launching and browser is opening. After that, user open URL. So that is the keyword has been written. So driver.getTest URL was executed. After that, enter username, enter password, and click on login button. So it is navigated to login page. So I'm importing my login page and I'm calling the required method from that login page. So the login page has been implemented in this page objects. So I'm creating and I'm passing the driver and lp.set username, set password. Instead of writing for every keys text field, if you're writing multiple methods, you can avoid. You can write a single method, lp.login method, which contains username comma password. So it will be executed. So like that, your login method will be executed. So that's what like that you need to understand the technical flow. So is everyone clear on the page object model and testrunner.java? Has anybody any doubts? Okay. So looks like everyone is okay. So we have completed Cucumber projects, all the 6 projects. Okay, let me copy this one. Cucumber project, Cucumber hooks and Cucumber tags.
హలో
Yes, yes.
సార్ బేస్ డ్రైవర్ దేనికి సార్ యూజ్ చేస్తామంటే
బేస్ డ్రైవర్ అంటే ఇప్పుడు మనకి టెస్ట్ బ్రౌజర్ డాట్ ఓపెన్ క్రోమ్ బ్రౌజర్ అని మనం రాస్తున్నాం కదా
ఓకే సార్
మామూలుగా మన దాంట్లో. సో అలాగే ఇక్కడ నేను బేస్ డ్రైవర్ అనేది ఒక రీయూజబుల్ మెథడ్ ఓపెన్ క్రోమ్ బ్రౌజర్ బదులు నేను గెట్ డ్రైవర్ అనే మెథడ్ రాశాను.
ఓకే
ఒక్క నిమిషం చూపిస్తా. ఇప్పుడు నాకు కుకుంబర్ పేజ్ ప్రాజెక్ట్ 1, ఇప్పుడు నాకు లాంచింగ్ ఆఫ్ బ్రౌజర్ అనేది జనరల్గా ఒక సెపరేట్ జావా ఫైల్లో రాస్తారు. సో ఇప్పుడు నాకు లాగిన్ స్టెప్స్ ఎక్స్టెండ్స్ అంటే బేస్ డ్రైవర్లో ఉన్న ప్రతి మెథడ్ లాగిన్ స్టెప్ అనేది యాక్సెస్ చేసుకోగలదు. ఇప్పుడు ఎక్స్టెండ్స్ బేస్ డ్రైవర్ అన్నాను. సో ఈ బేస్ డ్రైవర్ అనే మెథడ్కి వెళ్తే పబ్లిక్ క్లాస్ బేస్డ్. సో ఈ గెట్ డ్రైవర్ మెథడ్లో ఈ గెట్ డ్రైవర్ మెథడ్ నుండి నాకు వెబ్ డ్రైవర్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ రిటర్న్ అవుతుంది, రిటర్న్ డ్రైవర్ అనేది. సో ఇక్కడ నేను ఈ 4 లైన్సే రాశాను. సో లాంచింగ్ ఆఫ్ బ్రౌజర్ అండ్ మ్యాక్సిమైజ్ అండ్ దిస్ రిటర్నింగ్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ డ్రైవర్. సో మీకు ఏదైనా ఓపెన్ క్రోమ్ బ్రౌజర్ టెస్ట్ బ్రౌజర్ డాట్ ఓపెన్ క్రోమ్ బ్రౌజర్లో ఉన్న లైన్స్ ఆఫ్ కోడ్ రాసేసి జస్ట్ రిటర్న్ డ్రైవర్ అనండి. సో దట్ ఇట్ విల్ బి రిటర్న్డ్. ఓకే, సో యువర్ బ్రౌజర్ ఈజ్ లాంచ్డ్ అండ్ ఆఫ్టర్ దట్ యు ఆర్ ఇన్వోకింగ్ డ్రైవర్ డాట్ గెట్ టెస్ట్ యూఆర్ఎల్. ద అప్లికేషన్ యూఆర్ఎల్ లాంచ్ అవుతుంది. తర్వాత లాగిన్ పేజ్కి అదే డ్రైవర్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ మనం పాస్ చేస్తున్నాం. సో యువర్ డ్రైవర్ ఈజ్ ఎగ్జిక్యూటింగ్ సెట్ ఆఫ్ డ్రైవర్ ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్స్ ఫ్రమ్ ద లాగిన్ పేజ్. సో ఎవ్రీ ఫీచర్ ఫైల్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అయ్యేటప్పుడు మనకి బ్రౌజర్ లాంచ్ అవ్వాలి కాబట్టి సో దీన్ని బేస్ డ్రైవర్ అనే జావా ఫైల్ని నేను సపరేట్గా రాశాను. సో జస్ట్ లైక్ లాగిన్ స్టెప్స్, లాగౌట్ స్టెప్స్, లేకపోతే దీన్ని ఓపెన్ బ్రౌజర్ అని కూడా పెట్టుకోవచ్చు మీరు. మీ ఇష్టం వచ్చి నేమ్ ఇచ్చుకోవచ్చు. జస్ట్ యు ఆర్ కాలింగ్ దిస్ గెట్ డ్రైవర్ మెథడ్ ఫ్రమ్ ద లాగిన్. దట్స్ ఇట్. ఓకే, ఇంకా ఎవరికైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయా? ఓకే, try to complete all this exercise and go through this video recording as well. Okay, I'm sharing this one. So this is the final one in Cucumber. And in tomorrow's class, we are going to see Orange HRM projects. Okay, so the Orange HRM projects is, let me tell you, the hybrid framework. Orange HRM 16, 16 project and sample project. These two projects, if these two projects got completed, so our course will be completed. So hopefully I'm expecting Orange 16 and sample projects will be completed by tomorrow's class. Okay, after that, if you have any doubts in the project creation or any doubts, so we can continue up to Friday, Wednesday and Thursday. Okay, and Friday new batch is starting. 25th onwards new batch is starting. Okay, ఎవరికైనా రెజ్యూమ్ ప్రిపరేషన్, జాబ్ ట్రయల్స్ అందరూ ఫాస్ట్గా కంప్లీట్ అవ్వాలంటే ఒకసారి ఆఫీస్లో విజిట్ చేయొచ్చు. లేకపోతే యూ కెన్ టేక్ డౌన్ దిస్ నెంబర్. ఓకే, యూ కెన్ కాల్ టు మై సిస్టర్. 1 second, I will tell you.